I am definitely not as motivated as I thought I was gonna be with this extra time. Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is Friday evening, which means by the time this vlog goes up, today will be like 10 days ago. So a lot has probably changed between the time I'm filming this and the time that you're watching it, but I'm gonna update you on where I'm at right now. So after I closed out yesterday's vlog, I was talking to friends and doing some more research and basically concluded that in order to do my part to help with the spread of the coronavirus is to stay home, is to social distance myself, to cancel everything, to reschedule everything, and to just stay home. So I did that by rescheduling the Plan with Laken event, which I talked about on the vlog. I also rescheduled my birthday party, which was supposed to be Friday the 27th. And even though that's still 2 weeks away, it felt right. And then the wedding that we had on the 28th actually got canceled. So that made me feel a little bit better. So all of that is canceled or rescheduled. All of it's rescheduled. The wedding, picked a date in July. My birthday party, I'll just pick a date once everything's kind of calmed down and figure it out then. It is a priority I want to have. Like, I'm gonna do it in the future, but having a date nailed down now is not as much of a priority. So that's that. Then I went to the grocery store and it was insane. It was packed, it was crowded, the shelves were empty, there was just like random stuff left. So I got the most hodgepodge grocery haul in the entire world. But I just went through it, I'll show you, and wrote down kind of everything we have so that I can make a meal plan. I'm gonna have to get kind of creative this week. I'm basically just gonna be making a meal plan on what I have. Hopefully I've been following Jordan Page enough and watching her shelf cooking videos and Instagram stories to get me through this. But we should be fine. I mean, I don't think that like takeout is gonna end in New York City. Like, I think that we are going to be just fine, but I'm excited to make a plan. So I thought I would show you a couple things. First, I'm gonna show you my pantry. So if you watched my pantry organization video that went up today, actually, as of the time that I'm filming this, I have changed a couple of things based on the purchases that I made. So there's a little bit more stuff in the pantry than the last time that you saw it. But there's more stuff that I just bought in general the past couple of weeks, and then particularly last night at the grocery store. So this top shelf is still kind of cooking add-ons, right? So we've got like all of our oils and fats and nut butters, and I've got some coconut cream back here. And then I also have some pasta sauces to help us make some pasta. I have such a lot of sauce that I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with. I have some salsa and some tomato paste. I moved a couple things from this shelf down that I'll show you when we get to the bottom. This shelf is still sort of stuff that needs to get used plus cans. So you'll notice there are quite a few more cans than there were before. Although again, some of this is literally what was left. Like, these were the only 2 noodles that were left. And like these Annie canned SpaghettiOs basically were the only thing that was left in this like tomato soup was like the only thing left. But we have some of that stuff. And then over here we have some of the pasta. I got a couple more pastas based on what I could find. But most of this stuff was already here because the pasta at the store was totally picked over. But that list I talked about where I'm gonna try and use up what's in my pantry, it's coming sooner than I think I anticipated. This shelf where I had all of the plastic bags, I have scooted them over to make them take up less space. And then this is kind of our snack shelf. There's not a whole lot here, just some chips, some granola bars, and then the raisins. This is like the snack land. And then down here where I had the baking stuff, I also moved some backup. So these this is almond milk and cashew milk, some pepper, some like backup spices, and then other things that were baking related, cocoa, baking soda, baking powder. And then I moved Charlie's food down here to this level as well. So that is sort of how my pantry is looking right now. And then what I have been doing is working on these lists. And right now I'm jotting things down, totally messy handwriting. I'm gonna like reorganize them and write them a little bit nicer. So this is the pantry. These are all the things we have in the pantry. These are the things that we have in the freezer to cook. Now, some of these things I did actually buy fresh. So the zucchini noodles and the butternut squash noodles, but I'm gonna stick them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. And then this is what is in the fridge that needs to get used. So tonight I'm gonna definitely make some egg cups. That's what the stuff is on the counter. Because I literally bought 4 dozen eggs yesterday. We already go through usually 2 dozen a week. So that'll last us 2 weeks eating our normal amount of eggs. So I am getting some of them out of the fridge by making some egg cups. And then I'm gonna make dinner, and then I'm gonna try to finish the plan. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna make some more sauces And then we'll see what I end up making. But that is kind of my plan right now. This is what I'm trying to do to help get us situated to basically hunker down and enjoy each other's company for the next 2 weeks. Sam's also gonna be working from home. That's officially like mandated now by his office. I don't actually know if it was the company that mandated it or he also works for New York Life, if you didn't know that. But he's in a different office than I am because he's client facing and I'm corporate. So I'm in the corporate office, and then his client facing office, they actually just rent a couple floors in a huge building. And so the building has mandated that people work from home if they're capable. I'm not really sure how they enforce that, but whatever. So he is now working from home next week, which is gonna be really interesting. Also, I am gonna continue to vlog. I vlog around Sam all the time, but I do vlog more. I find that I vlog more when I'm alone. So we'll see how much vlogging I actually do while Sam is around, but just something to keep in mind as we go into this new vlog. It's gonna be super, super interesting. Okay, here is how my list turned out. So I did 3 different pages, other protein and vegetables, and then on each one I did fridge, freezer, and pantry. Originally, I was just gonna do fridge, freezer, pantry, but I figured it would be helpful to kind of separate it by category. In retrospect, I kind of would have wanted to split this between like carbs and then like things that need to be used in a meal, like chicken broth or pasta sauce, versus like, you know, spaghetti and couscous, but it is what it is, and I'm out of pages and on this notepad. I mean, I could obviously get another notepad, just not the end of all my notepads, but to have it look the same. And then I have vegetables, which is mostly in the fridge and in the freezer, and then protein. I had to switch fridge and freezer because originally I just had the eggs on here from the fridge, and then I started putting all the freezer stuff underneath that, and I was like, wait a second. So this is actually switched. This is all in the freezer, and these are the only 2 things right now in my fridge and then in the pantry. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that if I get creative and meal plan and just create recipes, I can A, use all of this, and B, Sam and I would be good for 2 weeks. Protein's the only category that I'm like not 100% sure if we have enough for 2 weeks, but looking at it, I think we probably would be fine. So that is the current status of our food situation. Now I think I'm gonna try and at least meal plan the next couple of days, kind of pair up what I think will go well together. A part of me wants to do that in advance so I don't like use an ingredient and then I'm like, oh, I should have saved that for whatever. Like the ground beef and the ground pork like really should go with some sort of noodle. So like zucchini noodles and like spaghetti, and then mix it all together is what I'm kind of thinking. So that's what I think I'm gonna try to do, is kind of pair things together. I may not put them on specific days quite yet, but I'm at least gonna make a list of like meal ideas using all of my ingredients. Y'all, I started working on a list and I got 11 meal ideas like super easily, and we definitely still have food left over. So I am feeling much, much better about the fact that we are going to be totally fine, even if we need to hunker down for like 3 weeks. I don't think that takeout is going anywhere either. I think that like Sam and I are gonna be totally fine. And for those asking, Charlie has plenty of food. I went ahead and ordered more food and litter to be delivered tomorrow, just in case. So she is gonna be just fine too. I just talked to somebody about this on Instagram, so I thought I would share here as well. Given the current situation and given what my grocery store had the other day, I am currently pressing pause on the 21-day sugar detox. It's just not gonna happen based on what we had available. I am still gonna do my best to focus on eating healthy. I'm also going to continue to not drink alcohol until my birthday. That's gonna be the celebration. I'll get a nice bottle of wine on my birthday, and that will be really the end of that detox. So we are still using some of the recipes from the book, the 21-day sugar detox book, but I do feel like I learned a lot in the almost 2 weeks that I did it, and I do feel like it has helped me some with my sugar cravings, and really in particularly how things taste, how sweet things taste to me. So I'm gonna continue it. It's like I'm not just like cutting it all off. I'm gonna continue it in certain regards. Like I'm not gonna put sugar in my coffee. I'm not gonna put honey in my tea. I'm not going to like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something like that. I'm not just gonna like splurge and eat a bunch of brownies. But like, did I buy bread that has sugar in it? Yeah. because bread is going to be really helpful for us to be able to continue to eat meals. Did I buy like a pre-made soup that had sugar? Yeah, I did. So like there's still some things that I'm not cutting sugar out completely while we go through this. But I wanted to share with you, while we were talking about it, 2 recipes from the detox that I have loved. And the first one I'm making now, that's what made me think. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell them about this and I'm gonna show them this recipe. So it is frozen, I think they call them monkey bites. It's literally frozen bananas dipped in a chocolate mixture. And the chocolate mixture is made up of coconut oil, peanut butter, unsweetened cocoa powder, and vanilla. And so you mix it together and then you let it sit in the fridge for a little bit to get a little bit chilled and cold, not like hard, but chilled. And then I'll show you, you cut the banana up and dip it in the chocolate mixture. And then in their recipe, they sprinkle them with some cocoa nibs or some coconut. I don't really like coconut, and I didn't feel like buying cocoa nibs just for this recipe. But I will stick these in the fridge for a little bit so that they can harden and, like, you know, the chocolate will solidify to the banana, and then I will put them in individual baggies of like 4 little banana bites and then stick them in the freezer. And then they're a really good like sweet treat, except there's not really, I mean, there's sugar in the banana. And also we used slightly green bananas, by the way, because they're harder, so it's a little bit easier and they're less sweet. So it is really trying to take the sweetness away. So slightly green bananas, and it's just delicious. And then the other meal that I have really been loving, I talked about it in my day of the life because that was the day that we had it, and then I posted about it on Instagram if you follow me over there, and it is called the breakfast salad. I've never really liked salad. I've never been a salad fan, and breakfast is like my favorite meal of the day. And so when I saw this, I was like, trying to ruin breakfast? Because that doesn't sound like fun. But it turned out to be delicious. So it is any kind of greens that you want. The original recipe said like romaine, so that's what we used the first time. But then today we made it, and the other day we made it with mixed greens and spinach, and then 2 eggs on top, however you like them. We do them fried, that's just how we like our eggs. And then some sort of breakfast meat. So I've been using pre-made chicken sauce. Oh no, actually all Whole Foods had the other day was the pork version, but it's the Applegate breakfast sausage. I was using the chicken ones, but all they had was the pork. So some sort of breakfast meat. You could also put bacon. You could also do, I mean, whatever, any kind of breakfast meat. And then everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. Actually, I've been seeing people buying it at other places now, but this is what I'm talking about. Everything but the bagel seasoning, and then peanut sauce. That's the kicker. So it's kind of like dressing on top, but also if you cook your eggs fried or over easy, the yolk acts like dressing a little bit too. But we add the peanut sauce, which gives it a delicious flavor. It's a little bit sweet, which is nice in the morning. I don't know the peanut sauce recipe off the top of my head, but I'm sure if you Google peanut sauce, it's like peanut butter oil flavor. Like it's pretty simple, but it was delicious. Trying to wrap my head around having vegetables at breakfast, whether it's in egg cups. It's another thing I've been making a lot that I got from the 21 day. I mean, actually, let me take that back. I made egg cups a long time ago, back when I used to meal prep a lot, when I was living alone. But when we just cook eggs every day in the morning, it just didn't seem necessary to meal prep breakfast. But egg cups, it lets me get in the vegetables, which is helpful. So I made some recently that are bacon, mushrooms, and spinach, and they're delicious. And they're already made, so all you have to do is heat them up. So that's a way to get vegetables in the morning, making a smoothie and sticking vegetables into the smoothie. That's another way to get vegetables in the morning. I'm gonna try to do it again someday in the future. It's really hard to find 21 days that I'm not out of town, and like I still had stuff going on. Like I still went to dinner with a friend. We were going to have this gala next week. Like there were still things going on, but I wanted it to be like I was home and not traveling for 3 weeks. Trying to think, the summer might be the next time that happens, but the summer is really hard too, so we'll see. I would like to try it again, at least to try the week 3 recipes, since we didn't get to do any of those. And then I really liked the learnings that I got from the journaling, and I could just continue to read those, but I kind of would rather save them and go back and like do it again from the beginning. Hello, happy Sunday. I thought I would just hop on and check in, since I actually put on makeup today for the first time since I can't remember when, but I needed to film 2 videos that were face-facing, so I actually did my hair and put on makeup, and after this, I don't know the next time I'm gonna do that, because for the foreseeable future, we are staying home, and so there's no need to put on makeup or to do anything. We actually stayed in all day today. I think in the future, I want to try and make sure that we go for a walk at least once a day, just to get some fresh air and get out of the apartment. But we're doing okay. We made some delicious dinner. Sam makes a really, really good grilled cheese. I should have taken footage before we devoured it, but we had grilled cheese.
But she didn't.
I took a picture though. I'll pop up the picture. I took a picture of it. And tomato soup, and then a little side salad. I feel like I go on these weird kicks sometimes with certain types of food that I really like, enjoy the flavor, and then I want to have it all the time. And right now it's arugula with goat cheese with balsamic dressing, and I should just revel in that because it's a salad. So I like want to make a side salad with every meal, especially while we have the fresh arugula. And now it's in the evening, and we're just gonna relax before the week starts. If you watch the plan with me, I kind of changed up my routine a little bit with working from home. I am still planning to work out in the morning, but I'm not going to the gym. Social distancing, I'm staying home, not going to the gym. So I'm gonna do some sort of workout in the morning. I will share with you what we decide to do. Some of it is stuff that I've paid for in the past. So, I mean, I could still share with you on whether I think it's worth it, but it's not free content. And then sometimes we'll do like a free YouTube video. But we'll plan on doing that in the morning. And then during lunch, instead of like being productive during lunch, which is what I normally do when I'm at the office, I'll like edit a video or respond to emails. I want to just like take a proper lunch break, eat lunch, get away from my computer, and go for a walk and get some fresh air. So that's kind of where we're headed into the week. We also have a bunch of calls with photographers this week, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully by the end of the week, we will have checked that off of the wedding to-do list, which is huge. Then I really do feel like we've done all the things that need to get done super far in advance. I take that back. The hotel block is something else I'd like to do like now. But otherwise, everything else I feel like is like getting the venue and the date and the dress and a photographer, because those are like the super important vendors and pieces of the wedding. So, and asking our bridal party, we did that too. And we're very lucky that they all said yes. So that's our update. Do you have any other updates? Any comments over there, sir? How's quarantining?
Sucks. But I'm with my baby.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're both natural extroverts. I think I've talked about this before. He's definitely like extrovert. I'm like extrovert with the people that I know. So it's definitely going to be hard for both of us. But I am very thankful. I feel like I've said this in a number of places, but I'm going to say it again. I am first off very thankful that we have the ability that we can do this, that we can stay home. We both can work from home. It's not ideal for his job. I definitely can work from home, that we have the ability to stock up on food and not go out. Like there's no reason for us to leave, and we are very lucky in that regards. I know that there are a lot of people out there that don't have that same lifestyle or same situation that we do. And I'm aware of that. I also am very lucky and very thankful that we are together. I think if this was a time when I was living alone, it would have been just a whole different world. I think I would have definitely been way more likely to go stir crazy working from home and not leaving if I was living alone. At least I can still have like a physical human touch every single day, and that's huge. So if you are somebody who either can't stay home all the time because of your financial or your work situation, I feel for you, and thank you for whatever it is that you're doing to continue to keep our community going. And if you are someone who is alone right now, who is a natural extrovert, although I think even if you are an introvert, you might miss that physical touch, and I could be wrong, but you know, thank you for doing your part and helping keep this contained. I think by the time this video goes up though, it's a week from now, so much is probably gonna have changed. Let's be honest, like things are changing by the hour. New York City public schools are now closed. And you know, the big piece that I learned about how people can carry the virus without showing symptoms, a friend of mine who's a doctor said that lasts about 5 days. So all these people that went to bars over the weekend to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, like by the end of the week, they probably, whoever was infected, who is going to have a reaction to it, is going to start showing symptoms. And so that it's coming. So by the time this vlog goes up, everything I said, well, I don't think it'll be obsolete. I think we'll still be either staying in, but I think more people will hopefully be taking it a little bit more seriously. And the people that can't stay in probably still won't be staying in. And so I still appreciate you. All right, good morning. My Monday morning is not going exactly how I had planned. Plan was to get up, do my normal morning routine, work out, and then edit for a while until it was time to log in for work. But when I woke up, I had 174 text messages. Yes, but I also, to caveat that, we also turned off our phones and went into the bedroom without electronics at 8 o'clock. So fair, everybody was up texting, and it was a couple group texts that had a ton of messages and my parents and whatever. And so I decided to just catch up on the world instead of ignoring my phone for the morning, which is what I have been trying to do. But it just seems like at this time I need to catch up on what was going on, especially since I checked out so early last night. So I got caught up, and one of the messages that I got said, like, pretty seriously, it is a huge possibility that we could be going into a government mandated quarantine soon. So Sam and I kind of assessed, and well, like I said, either earlier in this vlog, I think it was earlier in this vlog, like, we do have a good amount of food, and if we had to, we could for sure scrape by. But are there things that I want to have if I'm not leaving my apartment for 2 more weeks? Like, I assessed it 4 days ago, and we've cooked things since then. So like, if we are really staying inside for 2 more weeks, what else do we need? And so I finally was like, let's just go now. Let's go early before it gets crazy. And that was a good and a bad idea. It was obviously way less crowded to go this morning. I mean, our grocery store opened at 7 and we went at like 7:05. However, they were still stocking stuff. And so there were definitely parts of the grocery store that weren't fully stocked. And I don't know if that's like they're not planning to restock it, or like they're really out, or they just haven't gotten to it yet today. We still got a lot. We got a good amount of things. Some things that I like, some pasta and some pasta sauce, some frozen vegetables that they had restocked, some more eggs. We have so many eggs. But there were definitely still some things that we were not able to get. They hadn't put, there was no meat. Frozen, fresh, otherwise, and no canned goods. So there was nothing canned at all. So as we were waiting in line, I was like, I can try and go later today and see if they have time to restock and grab some stuff. Also, we are trying to be super careful when we go to try not to get within 6 feet of other people. As soon as we come home, we wash our hands thoroughly, etc. Anyways, as we are also waiting in line, Sam goes, well, we could go to the other grocery store nearby. And I was like, that one, so we were at a Whole Foods, and the other one is a Fairway, which is more of a big grocery store type chain, which I think people think is less expensive than the Whole Foods, but I actually don't think it's less expensive, because Whole Foods, you can get the generic brand, and Fairway's got like all your normal name brand food. Anyways, Sam was like, why don't you go home and like unpack these groceries, and I will go to Fairway and see what they have. And I was like, okay, fine. So Sam goes to Fairway, and he just texted me and he goes, jackpot. They had tons of meat, tons. So we got like a ton of stuff that we're just gonna stick in the freezer, and some canned stuff and just all kinds of stuff. So that made me feel so much better. Now I really do feel like if we didn't have, like, we don't have to leave our apartment for 2 weeks and we would be totally fine. We might go a little crazy, and this is definitely a test of our relationship, but we would survive. Hello, just checking in. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have not had any motivation the past few days. I have slept in, I haven't worked out. After work, we have had calls with photographers, which at least that feels productive, which has been really great. We've talked to some great ones. I have a favorite, Sam. He's down for whatever. He's been on all the calls, but he trusts me. He's like, you just pick one. So I have a favorite, but then hopefully after the 2 we have tonight, I will be able to, make a decision, and that will be done. So that's really, really exciting. I think that's a big thing getting checked off of our list. I also started to work on our website the other day during lunch. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot besides like add our names and our date and a photo of us, but at least I picked like a layout and a design and a website. That was a big part of it too. I was trying to decide which website to use. I decided to go with Zola, by the way, if you're curious. So still trying to figure out all the details before I set it live. But somebody had recommended I think it was in my goals video based on the calendar that I should do the website before we order the save the dates, so I can put the wedding website on the save the date, which that makes so much sense. So, so I'm trying to get that done. And then I also sent text to our parents saying, hey, I need addresses for the save the dates. So making progress. The wedding stuff, definitely making progress. That is the one area that I do feel like I have motivation in. Eating not chocolate, and I broke into the wine. I had wine yesterday, and like working out, like that, my motivation is shot. And I've been sleeping a lot. There's been a lot of sleep. I was a little productive today. I did laundry during the day because I was hoping to avoid any people in the laundry room, which I was successful at that. And then I folded it during a conference call. And now I need to put it all away. It's all over the couch and the table, and I need to go put it all away. Which we talked, I think, on last week's vlog, how much I hate putting away laundry. Like, that's the worst. But I thought I would just check in. We also got a lot of things delivered. Sam had to buy a printer for work, and so we need to get rid of those boxes too. And then I feel like once the boxes are gone and the laundry's put away, I'll feel a little bit better about the state of our apartment. It's just, I mean, it's a lot. 2 people and a cat in 400 square feet, 24/7 is a lot of time. But we're doing it. We're doing it. I am definitely not as motivated as I thought I was going to be with this extra time. I have this whole list of things I want to do with all this extra time, and it's just not happening. And it's super frustrating. I don't know if any of you are feeling the same way. I thought I was going to be able to take advantage of not having to commute and get ready and having all of these events cancel, and I was going to take advantage of that time. And I did a little bit with the photographer calls. I did do that, but I don't know. I have no motivation right now to do a whole lot of anything. So the fact that I got the laundry done today, that's like, we did something. Of course, I still have to put it away. I think I'm going to bribe myself. If I can put it away in a certain amount of time, look at the clock, then I can take a quick bubble bath before the first photographer call that we have tonight. And part of that is doable because we're eating leftovers for dinner tonight. And then part of it is I'm thinking, it sounds so weird, don't judge me, I think I'm gonna shave my legs because I just feel like that will make me feel better about things. I don't know, it seems like a stupid thing to do, but like, I haven't shaved my legs in so long because it's the winter, and you know, I just don't do it in the winter. But I think I'm gonna do it today. I think I'm gonna take a bath, I'm gonna shave my legs, and maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better. I also want to let you know, well, I guess you'll figure it out when there's no footage for tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm gonna do a day in the life vlog as part of a collaboration with a couple other YouTubers that I'm really excited about. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be coming after this weekly vlog, but that's why there will be no Thursday footage. I'll make sure to check back in on Friday and properly close out the vlog and update you on how stir crazy we are. Happy Friday. We made it. This is like the longest week of all of the weeks. Like, I mean, I worked from home last week too, but I was still going to the gym. I still had dinner with a friend. Like, it was still, had some sense of normalcy. At the end of the week, it kind of, you know, fell apart, but like, I don't know. I still feel like I did everything that I was supposed to do. That's such a silly way to say it, but I did everything that was on my planner last week. Let's put it that way. This week, I cannot say the same thing. I did a whole lot of nothing this week. I almost did a whole lot of nothing. The one thing that we did do this week was talk to 6 different photographers, and we picked one, and that is huge. So we did something this week. But otherwise, I slept until like the last possible second, and then got up and like essentially rolled to my desk to work from 9 to 5. And then after work, I like had a glass of wine and watched TV when I wasn't talking to photographers. So it just felt, I don't know, it felt bad. I mean, I didn't work out, I didn't do anything, it just felt gross. And then even yesterday, I was gonna try and get it together, and I was gonna film a day in the life, like I told you. I didn't do that. I'm just gonna do it on Monday. The collaboration isn't going up until Wednesday, so I'm gonna do Monday as my day in the life, and just edit it on Monday night. So that's where I'm at. I don't really have anything great to say here. I just wanted to officially close out this vlog and this week, and hopefully just like start fresh. It's been a lot. I'm sure you're feeling the same thing. A lot of feelings, just a lot of feelings. Like there are days that I'm like, I kind of like being home and having all this time with Sam. And then there's days that I'm like, I can't be inside this apartment anymore. Like,
with Sam.
Not with Sam. I just need to
She
be
doesn't want me.
outside.
Doesn't like me.
I do. I like you. I love you. I just need some fresh air and some human interaction. And I guess I'm still confused. As of today, Governor Cuomo did release a statement that non-essential workers need to stay at home. But I think we're still allowed to walk outside if it's being considered exercise. Like, we don't have to be going somewhere. So I really just think we need to get better about taking a walk every day and getting that fresh air and getting out of the apartment for a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long couple of weeks, because who knows when this is gonna be over. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out this week's weekly vlog and hopefully start fresh tomorrow. I made a huge to-do list of things I'd like to get done this weekend. If you didn't see my Instagram post, I decided that for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna upload 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday. I have just some couple other ideas, some things I wanna share, and I figured while you're at home, you could watch some extra content. So this vlog will be the first of that bunch of 5 videos going up this week, Monday through Friday. So keep an eye out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy planning!
There's something on the lens. Okay, it's cat hair, that's what it is. I'm also gonna continue to not to. I just like totally forgot the outro.